Welcome to my review of the Hagen double-edged razor. Let's talk about the pros of using a double-edged razor. The first thing I want to say is that using a double-edged razor, it is low waste, so it doesn't create as much waste or trash as a plastic razor would do. The only part that you have to replace and throw out would be the razor part. And depending on how often you use it, you may be more inclined to change it, or you may not change it as much as other people. The second point that I want to mention is that ever since I started using this razor, I noticed that my skin has been a lot less irritated. When I used the plastic disposable razors, I noticed that I would get a lot of razor burns and I would get a lot of red bumps, and I would also have ingrown hairs. But ever since I started using this razor, I have not had that problem. Now, another positive thing I want to say about it is that when you are shaving, it is very easy to wash out the hairs. When I used a disposable razor, a problem I had was that all the little hairs would get stuck in between the blades, and it would kind of be a hassle to get them out. With the double-edged razor, if I just run it through the faucet, the hairs come out, or if they do get stuck inside of it, all I have to do is twist it open, take the razor blade out, and just wash them out. So it's very easy to take the hairs out. Let's talk about the cons of using a safety razor. The first negative thing I want to say is that there's definitely a learning curve. It took me some time to get used to positioning it in the right angle so that I don't cut myself. I think for like the first month, I definitely had issues with that, and I would have little cuts on my body after shaving with it. And also, it took me a long time to shave because I was not skilled in using a safety razor. The second thing I want to say is that you definitely need to maintain your safety razor. You need to clean it, and you need to make sure that you change out your razor blades. That may be a hassle for some people. Sometimes, you just prefer to throw out the whole thing and get another one, so you don't have to clean it. The last point I want to say is that it's kind of difficult to find places that sell razor blades in store. This might not be the case for everybody, but I know that at least in my area, I have not seen razor blades being sold in store. They might be sold in beauty supply stores, but I'm not 100% sure. I bought my Astra razor blades on Amazon for really cheap. It was a great deal, so I was happy that I'm able to find it online. for people who don't like shopping online, that might be an issue. I bought my safety razor at Walmart for, I think it was about $20. And it also came with, I think it was 5 razor blades. So I think that this is a good razor if you're starting to get a feel for how to use safety razors. I am aware that there are better quality razors, but I think for now, as a starter safety razor, it's a good price and it's a good quality. And right now, this is enough for when you replace your disposable razor blade with a safety razor or a double-edged razor. I think that you will also notice the the amount of money you're spending on razors will be a lot less, because the only thing you will be buying will be the razor blades, which are very cheap, and the shaving foam or shaving cream. And I know that shaving foam can be very cheap. I think I got mine for like 99 cents. And I know that they also sell those shaving foam cans at the dollar store. Having a safety razor in your bathroom also, it just looks kind of nice because it's like a metal and it has a nice design to it. And when I pick it up, it's a little weighted, so it feels like good quality. And it just makes the shaving experience a lot better. I am someone that shaves almost their entire body. So I shave my legs, and I shave my armpits, and I shave my bikini line. I have not had issues with the safety razor irritating my skin in any of those areas. I would say if you're starting out with a safety razor, you should start in the easy areas. So that would be your legs and your thighs. It took me a while to get used to shaving my armpits and my bikini line. I think another factor was I was also nervous that I would cut myself in those areas, especially because the skin is more delicate. When I would shave my armpits and bikini line with a disposable razor, I would have a lot of irritation and a lot of bumps. But when I switched to using a safety razor, I never really had that issue. There was an issue in the beginning where, I would get cuts, but that's just because I didn't know the right angle to shave at. After I got used to that, it was just, it was perfectly fine. Like, I was so glad that I had switched over and converted to using the safety razor. That was it for my review of the Vanderhagen safety razor. Let me know if you have used it before and what you think is good and bad about it in the comment section.